Oh, sorry guys, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah, I got a feeling you might be able to hear me now. Sorry guys. No, yeah, you can hear me. No. Oh, what's up, Smurf? So I'm gonna have to repeat myself, right? Let's have a listen. Yeah. Let's get rid of this before I get a copyright. Can't be doing with that. Hell no. Sorry guys, just trying to sort out a royalty-free playlist. Yeah, so sorry guys. Currently bearish. Let's just summarize it as that. Save me having to repeat myself. Yeah, currently bearish at the moment. So we have a breaker structure on this low. Okay, so this high, this low when we broke through, so breaker structure, which is currently unmitigated. Also, we have an H1 to M5 model, which is one of my mechanical entry models, which takes us down to sort of 29, which would be mean threshold of that M5 BISI. So currently, my first POI would be to look to see if price wants to get down to this H1 to M5 model for a continuation higher, right? Which is taking out this hourly low, where I'd anticipate us to pull back up into the London range. If we carve through this H1 to M5 model, we're going to go and drive out these lows, and 19,300 is on the cards today. So we have ISM at 10 o'clock, which needs to be mindful of. It's my least favorite news window, 10 o'clock. But ultimately, we rejected the breaker block today up on the high inside of the X levels on the hourly. We've got a breaker structure on that on the hourly DR. We have not on NQ. So ultimately, I'm looking for. We have been looking for ES to drive out these weak lows today, which it has done. But ultimately, I'm looking for NQ to stab down and take out this lows before moving higher. So essentially what we have here is accumulation. So what I want to see is some form of manipulation for distribution. So at the moment I'm currently short, looking for price to get down into here, at which point look for a potential to go back up here. However, if we break this, I'd move to the sidelines, because at which point we're going to go for these lows. So right now at the moment it's currently X levels M15 discount. So if price is super heavy, it's just going to go out the discount side of that high time frame DR, which is what I'm looking for. However, we've got to be mindful that we have engineered liquidity up on the highs in between the 262s. So as we know, this is no man's land. So I'm anticipating a pullback into that range. Okay, into here, which would get us back up into the London DR. However, at the moment, I'm just wanting to witness heavy price for price to manipulate these lows. To come and take out these lows. Reason being is that we have a host of, we have six sister on this low. So we've got ES taking out this low. We've got NQ, which has not. So ultimately looking for price to come and take out this low on NQ. I am mindful that just on a wider point that we are currently inside of SMT tag. So I am mindful of that. However, if price is super heavy, we're just going to drive down towards 19.3, which will become my draw today. So if we fail this, 19.3 will be my draw. But currently short at the moment, just looking to come back down into this H1 to M5, which is this old SIBI, cutting through candles, classic ICT. And you can see how we've bounced off this low. So I'm not wanting to see it back through this high. So currently at the moment, 30 is where I do not want to see it go through before we move down to this low. So currently at the moment, short of this little unmitigated range up on the high. Looking to come and drive down and take out these lows. So there you go. That's what I said. That's it. I literally said all of that before you guys went. There's no sound. So there you go. You've now got it. I'll show you what my current entry is. This is my current trade at the minute. That's my current trade. So in at 04, looking down to get it to 35. So in off this very high, this little turtle soup. I initially went in here, so this is my let me just show you. So I initially went in here. So I initially went in at 98 and 89.50, scaled out 78. Red pillars will know why. And then my runner got stopped. However, my bias is still not taken out. It's still not invalid. So essentially, I just did suit the soup. So the soup got souped essentially, right? So I just played this this unmitigated range on this high, right in here. This turtle soup, driving out the lows. So taking external. It's going to take out internal range, but ultimately looking for it to come and drive down and take out this. So this range that we have over here, this breaker structure, this is currently unmitigated. So which would get us down to mean threshold of that M5 BISI, which is my H1 to M5 model, which is all the way down at 25. So that's currently what I'm looking at the moment. It's a price to come and drive down these lows. However, we are outside of a kill zone and we're outside of a macro, so the chances that we just chop for a bit is high. To answer your question, AJ 020. So we got to be mindful that this week we've had a bank holiday. Okay, very, very similar to last week where we had a bank holiday in the UK. So if you have a bank holiday on the Monday and you got high impact news events Thursday, Friday, you want to be careful trading in this window. So Thursday, Friday is more likely where the volatility is going to come into the market, right, with a bank holiday week. All right, so you want to be very, very careful. So my approach going into this week, leading into Thursday, Friday, is literally just to trade liquidity pools. So this kind of trade, for example, right, my turtle suit, taking out internal range liquidity, pay yourself, boom, that would be like a classic trade. This trade in here, boom, back down to an M5 X levels, right, break on the 1, back down to an M5 1, boom. These are the trades that you're after. All right, you know, going for Hail Marys today is probably not the best thing to be doing. Right, build a base, build into your week, and then the rest is history, right? And then the volatility will come this week. It will come. You just got to remain patient for it. Anyone having issues with the YouTube stream? Can they see it? Can everyone see it? People are saying they're having issues. I think it might be your end, Brother Free, bro. So today we have ISM. Ah, yeah. This is bang slap in the lobby, bro. So today's ISM. Tomorrow we've got Jolts. And then the biggie is Thursday, Friday with ADP. So for me, still waiting for on Dixie. My levels are as follows. So I'm looking for Dixie to get up to this inefficiently delivered range 50%, to then potentially work down towards the target that I've been going for like literally all year. I've been going to take this low. However, I'm looking for it to get down to 100 before we get a longer term pullback on the Dixie. So currently I'm looking for Dixie to do this. So I'll be looking at where the indexes are when when Dixie gets to this level, for a potential dump on the Dixie for a ripskis on the indexes. So just treading lightly. Serves myself for not paying myself here. Serves me right for not paying myself. Potential to take me out BE here. All right, love. All right. So a quick look at ES. If it doesn't give me either of those, it's like there is no entry for me. It's as simple as that. Like if it rips off this low, there was no entry for me. So ISM at 10, patience. Patience, patience, patience. But that's my plan of action for today. So what you got to be mindful on this daily is this daily BISI. That's what you got to be mindful of. So when price breaks through tests and goals, like it's classic ICT, to look for it to dip back into, tap into that daily BISI to then go. So you've got to be really, really careful. I'm still ultimately looking for it to take out this low, but I am mindful of that. So I'm not going to keep forcing a short if it keeps pegging higher. The soup again. The soup that got souped. So I still want to see it get down to that H1 to M5 model. It's still what I want to see. 2 seconds, guys. You guys have good bank holidays? Did anyone trade yesterday? Anybody trade? I completely took the day off yesterday. Well deserved. August was unbelievable. Beastie. Absolute tricky one to navigate August. But we did it. You took one trade. Oh, sorry guys, I just read your messages. My bad. Yeah, it's a propulsion block. These order blocks, propulsion block. So yeah, it's at the low of this old BISI. It's gone back into this daily BISI. So technically speaking, it can break from here. I just want to see it manipulate, take out this divergence on this low if I was to play along. At the moment, I'm looking for bearish price to get back down to this H1 to M5. I want to see it take out this hourly low. Been out this morning. Hope you had a good extended weekend. Yeah. Have you ever been to Sherwood Pines, Andy? Awesome place. Had a good time there. It was good. It was good fun. But yeah, I took one trade. Nice. What did you take, Andy? What was your trade yesterday? Let's have a look. If you took the New York AM session reversal, it was quite clean. Mitigation City yesterday. But this would have given you a context for a short, right? There's absolutely nothing, no pre-sweep pre-830, which would have given you the context for a sweep. So let's look at this. 595 in here somewhere. 595 up to where'd you go to? I can't read you right. 661, I think. Oh, you took this trade. Real nice. Well done, bro. It's a great trade. So you took this long, scaled, final TP. Lovely stuff. Well done, mate. Great trade. You're trading really, really well at the moment, Andy. You wanna dial in what with that. Double down on your work ethic, broski. If anyone else re-entered up on there because you found out where I got in, because I shared it with you, please make sure you pay yourself. Please make sure you pay yourself. That'd be the sensible thing to do, would it not? Have you had a payout yet, Andy? If you're trading your size of trade with NQs, you paid out yet? You had your payout yet? Need to get you a new badge. But you got to be, if you haven't had a payout yet, you got to be super close to a payout, surely. So still looking for price to get down to this H1 to M5 model. Still just holding this Connie. I think that's the mother of all shakeouts. This little rip here, shaking shorts out, trapping retail into thinking it's going to break out this high. Also looking for it to drive down into here. Come and mitigate this break of structure on the low. Get back into the 5-minute BISI. Take out this hourly low. Take out the hourly low. Clear out the divergences on the low. If ES starts piling through this low, it's game over. So all eyes on ES on 2650. If ES breaks 2650, it's going to pull NQ down. So if ES breaks this low, So you want to be really careful, right? This week. So I'm not going to be on stream all week, but you want to be super careful if you're trading this week. Until Thursday, Friday is where the volatility is going to come in. So this week, your objectives is literally to get some base hits and just trade liquidity pools. All right, so whether it's this turtle suit, take out this low. All right. You know, that would be a classic trade. Little turtle suit trade. Yeah, that's what you're after. Up until Thursday, Friday. Little one and done. Little one and done, baby. So if you took this short up here, so if you really got in with me, please make sure you paid yourself here. This is M5. This is X levels fair value on the 5. Make sure you pay yourself. If you do not pay yourself here and it comes and runs you, it's not my fault. I've warned you. But also I'm looking for price to get down into here. If she decides to wake up, so you've got 8 minutes left on this hourly candle. For me right now, I don't particularly want to see it above this little manipulation here for it to go and work out this low. So just know that if you are going short, you are shorting inside of a higher time frame discount. So the only reason why you would short inside of a higher time frame discount is if you are anticipating heavy bearish price. That's the only reason why you would do it. If you are shorting inside of a higher time frame discount and you do not have that context, you are setting yourself up to be ran as liquidity. All right. So if you're shorting these highs and you do not have context for aggressive price, there's every chance you're just liquidity. Right. So it's why you have to pay yourself here. If you had the volatility in the market, say for example, we had news here, we had a high impact news event, and that high impact news event had put volatility into the market, and you had reason for why price was going to aggressively displace out of your higher time frame discount, then you have the context to support that. However, we don't have that. We have no news until 10 o'clock, and it's the first day out of a bank holiday. So you just want to be mindful of the context that we're in. All right. So if you are shorting, you're shorting with the basis that you're inside of a higher time frame discount, right? Both on the hourly and on the 15 in terms of X levels, right? So anything in here is engineered liquidity. Like this high is going, right? It is going. Ideally, I want to see it run down to this low, manipulate the low to then work its way higher, right? But this is engineered liquidity up here in these highs, in between the 262s. It's engineered, and you don't have the context for bearish heavy price. So if you're shorting liquidity pools. All right, you're taking a turtle suit. You're finding a PDA up on the high that you're framing your entry off, and you're just trading internal to external range liquidity. And then you utilize X levels to frame where price is going. Okay, so right here, if you took this little suit inside this mitigated range, which is a scabby little suit, you know, this is where you want to pay yourself straight back down inside of a 1 minute X level. And then below that, you're looking at your 5. So this is fair value on the 5. So the reason why I said make sure you pay yourself is because that is fair value on the M5. But you know, those are the sorts of trades you're looking for in these types of conditions. That's the type of trade you're taking. Just a simple internal to external or external to internal trade. Bread and butter.
This land is calling. 8 minutes from now, 2 things will happen. This ad will be long gone.
Oh yeah.
And someone like Jean will be dead.
Jesus, this is a heavy ad, isn't it? Sorry, Gene. So if you look at this price action, you go, how the God's name does X trade it? How in God's damn name does he trade it? I just use X levels. I use X levels to dial in my PDA. And then I overlay context and schematics on top of that. So without context, without market profiles, you do not have a trade. If you're then going straight into model time, you're just trading like a neophyte. You have to have context and schematics on your side. So at the moment, I'm still anticipating price to want to drive down to these lows. If it clears out these highs, I'll move to the sideline because it's more likely to go back up into fair value of the London dealing range, right? Which will take us back up to 35, which would be the high of this SIBI. Sorry, this old SIBI over here. But if the principles of X levels, you just want to short, you go short inside of a premium, long inside of a discount. That's how you play it, right? There's obviously nuances to that, and it's far more in depth than that. But it's not something I'm going to go through in detail on YouTube. But if you simply just take that away, you just go short inside of a premium, long inside of a discount, you're already putting yourself inside the higher probability. All right. Scabby price this morning. 26 seconds left on this candle. Hourly candle. Nottinghamshire, Andy. Sherwood Pines. Awesome place. It's a great place for a family day out. You can do like there's a Go Ape there. That was cool. Loads of hikes you can do. You can take those little electric things, gyro things. It's quite cool. Yeah, it's just a really nice place. Didn't expect it. I probably answered that so late. You probably asked me that about an hour ago. Sorry, dude. I've got too many screens up. I lose the chat. Just consolidating around this whole stack number at the minute. 19.5. Oh yeah, baby. So currently got my eyes on 26 on ES. I'm looking for ES to break 26. If it does, it'll then Q down.
They were gang related then.
It was an executioner.
Blood. For blood.
It's code. Without it, we're nothing.
It's on a knife edge out there.
I go down, you go down.
We're together in storm and I'm
I go down.
to listen.
You go down. Do you reckon that's his real voice? Can't be his real voice, can it? Anybody managed to capture a little short, little scalper? Anybody holding runners? Where we at? Or we just sitting patient? What are we doing? How long's it been like this for? Okay, no. 3 hours. Painful. No, that is a barcode if ever I've seen one. So still looking for price to get down to the H175. Bum 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 bum. It's turned into a bit of a peach today. Bum, 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 bum. More and live your life. What's up, G? How you doing? Live your life. What you been good? What's crack-a-lacking in your world, mate? Back from work. I know. I know, but your YouTube name's your YouTube name. You just gotta own it, Jamal. Live your life. Did you manage to sort out your situation with Apex, Jamal? What's the current situation with that? Hey, Jesus. What happened? Have they paid you or what? This price action is literally boring me to death. We'll get the payout, they said. Nothing on my account yet. We'll see. You should get an email from Plane, Jamal. To say that. Have you had that email yet? You'll get an email from Plane before. Yeah. When did they get back to you? Was it over the weekend? It's not bad news on, I think it was Friday. It's not bad news though. Have you still got that account, or have you just, do you stop trading it, like I said, or have you continued trading it? Nice. Don't give them an excuse, Jamal. Don't give them an excuse. It's your 15 to 1 model that. Yeah, no, you're welcome. Just glad to hear it's got sorted. Yeah, so for lower prices, I don't want to see this high taken out. Currently got a 15 to 1 model, so this 1 minute Sibi inside of premium. After this wick sweeps that high, closes back below, 1 minute Sibi inside of a premium. So it's kind of where my buck stop is at the moment. I took my position out there.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could change things to suit you? With Sky Mobile, you can change your phone and your data plan to suit you.
Join Sky Mobile, the UK's fastest growing network. Sweat and tears. Sweat cools us down when things get heated. And tears free our feelings into the world. So for the twists and turns of life, don't just hydrate your body, hydrate your mind.
Oh, hello. So just sat patient now. Sat patient. If I can shoot the soup again. Old low inside of a CB classic support and resistance. This higher time frame low inside this CB.
Should have seen it coming, mate.
They did a good job of shaking people out of that move. God damn it. So now I've got this inverted fair value gap. Again, you wouldn't want to see price through that. It's a scabby PA at the minute though. I'm just going to be mindful of that. Ultimately, I'm looking for price to get down to this H1's to M5 model. Clear out these lows. Put any DR? No. So again, if you went short on that suit, this is where you'd want to pay yourself. Right in here. You'd hold runners, get down, back down into this inefficiently delivered range. These are all weak lows. Weak low. Formed inside of a premium.
They were gang related then.
It was an execution.
Blood. For blood.
It's code. We're nothing.
It's on a knife edge out there.
I go down, you go down.
We're together in storm, and I'm worried about anyone who's at the center of it.
Muero pero NQ. Come on. We're getting our H1 to M5. We're getting our H1 to M5. You let us know. Right, 2 seconds, guys. Oh, what's up, AZ? How you doing, dude? Peach of a day today. Absolute peach of a day. It's going to be one and done for me today. That's all I'm looking for. Just a little one and doneer.
Boost freshness with up to 10 times more fragrance. New Comfort Scent Booster Elixir.
Driving back now. What'd you do? Go for the cake or what? Quick lunch. Breakfast.
At Vodafone, save £360 and experience Gemini AI with the new Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. Plus, save up to £420 when you trade in an eligible phone. Vodafone, the nation's network.
So you have to expect it this week, right? This entire week until Thursday or Friday is going to be like this. You've got to expect it. Patience. Just personally waiting for the open now. And we got news at 10 o'clock.
Foxy Mobile's unlimited social media is great.
Because you can see everyone's holiday snaps and feel like you're there even though you're not there.
Yeah, and it's only a tenner.
The fun never ends with unlimited social media on Voxy Mobile. Selected social apps in UK, TNCs apply.
So currently at the moment, I'm still bearish, looking for price to get down to this H1 to M5 model. So it's picking an entry on the highs. So currently at the moment, I don't want to see it through this old SIBI. But I'm just mindful that we're in between the 262. So anything is just liquidity on the highs, right? In terms of utilizing X levels. So I still want to see us drive out, clear out these divergences on the low and get down into this H1 to M5 model. However, I'm also mindful that this is a BISI that we've now rebalanced. So this is classic ICT where we break out, come back, fill that BISI, and then you're looking for it to come back, wick into that BISI, then off she goes. So I'm not going to keep trying to force shorts if it wants to move back up towards the highs here, but also I'm looking for it to get back down to that H1 to M5 model, back down in here, take out this hourly low. Just on a wider footprint, we obviously have SMT tag that we're sat in between at the moment, so that's why it's a little bit trash at the moment. Not throwing into the fact that we've had a bank holiday on Monday and then we got news, high impact news events Thursday, Friday. It's just everything's set up for choppy conditions, right? However, I'd like to see these lows cleared out today. I swear to God, there is no good copy. I swear someone could make an... Well, they couldn't make this. It's copyright free, but if someone just makes decent copyright free music, I'd be laughing. Bro, it's painful. See what this one's about. So yeah, also looking for it to come clear out this divergence on this low that we have down here. So this is an old low inside of a SIBI, which is classic support and resistance. If you have context for lower prices, they often act as classic support and resistance. This low inside this SIBI. Red pillars, you would have had your trigger up on this high if you spotted it. So it's still the same. It's still the same M5. Like this hasn't closed or broken structure yet. Lots of wickage, but no close above. So I'm still looking for this. Which VI, AJ? Because there's a couple. Are you talking about this one here? Jesus, what's happening here? You talking about this one here? In what context are you talking about? In terms of what? It doesn't need a body fill for what? You mean to trade along? You don't need a fill on a volume imbalance to validate a long, if that's what you're asking. A volume imbalance has, like any gap, has quadrants. But no, it doesn't. What you'd be looking to do is on the lower time frame, you're then looking for your PD arrays starting on the hourly going down to support price at a level within inside that volume balance, if you were looking to do that. However, all this isn't framed off this volume balance, right? So this bounce here is based off this old BISI. So once price is broken through it, the old ICT is wait for it to dip back into that wick for bullish price for it to continue. However, I am bearish, so I'm looking for it to drive out these lows. Okay, so my first objective is for it to get down into this H1 to M5. And the reason being is that this range on this low is unmitigated. This range. And here we have my H1 to M5 model, which is a 5-minute BISI. So currently I'm shorting to get down to this. I'm not necessarily going to bounce this long. I'm simply looking for price to get down to it.
I love you, mate. It's just us one day, remember? Just me and you.
There's a code. One life for one life.
You think I don't have the means to track you down? You are, boy, come in.
So this is like classic, like gnarly price action, right? But the same, it's still not invalidated, right? So this low inside this SIBI is classic support and resistance, like in the Old Testament, right? ICT is spoken about this numerous times. An old low inside of SIBI, when you got the context of continuation, is classic support and resistance, right? So this high, which put in this low, is your M5 DR, right? Until price closes above this high, it is still your valid DR, and there's no break of structure. So price never closed above this high, so this is still your dealing range. So it's still bearish until that's broken on the 5-minute. So all of this is just really gnarly price action, just chopping people out for the eventual move, which is back down to that H1 to M5 model, right? So it's just scabby PA. If you've got caught up in it, you've been caught up in it. I shorted this. I shorted here, paid myself, got stopped out, shorted, didn't pay myself, stopped out, and then I've shorted in here, holding down to this low. It's still my objective. My objective is still to take out this low, take out this hourly low. So it's not invalidated yet. But right in here is where you'd want to pay yourself, right? So this is all the way back down into the X levels on the 5. So if you were short up here, this is a sensible place to pay yourself. Because essentially what's now happened is you've broken the 1 minute and you've gone back down to a 5-minute discount, right? So if price is going to rip, it will rip from your discount, or you'll get a pullback or what's known as offset accumulation out of the 5. This is a doji. So it's more likely to want to go and run that doji. So it's just understanding how to utilize X levels when you're, framing a trade. Equally, if price is super heavy, it's just going to melt out of that discount. But the fact that you've got a doji here, I'll be keeping a note of that for future reference. So I've just terminated my trade there. So red pillars will know why I got in here, framing off that high. So this high here became my buck stop. Right, you'll know why. So just paying myself, because I've taken the trade twice now, not paid myself inside of a discount. So this time I have done. But there's no breaker structure there, right? There's absolutely no breaker structure here. So your basis is still valid. Like, your bias is still valid.
A new way to imagine your space. LG Watchtower.
This is what I mean, why you gotta be careful. Like, you look back down inside the 5, right? And you got a doji. Dojis are ridiculously weak order blocks. So chances are that it comes and runs out. This order block is high. This range here is also unmitigated. So your job today, right, is just base hits. Like, that is like a classic base hit trade. So all I've done there, internal, I keep saying internal, external, to drive out internal range, getting it back down into X levels on the low, right? Boom. So I didn't trade this very suit on this high. I waited for my trigger in here. Red pillars will know what that is. And just drove it down. Ultimately, I didn't have enough contracts to take it down to here. So you would want to pay yourself inside of X levels 5, hold runners to get down into a discount, allow price to offset accumulates it if it wants to. Right, but ultimately you're looking for price to come and drive out this hourly low, getting back into this H1 to M5 to mitigate this breaker structure. So I'm bearish until proven otherwise, essentially. Yeah, super careful. You have to be very careful on longs. Very, very careful. I don't necessarily want to long this. I'm just saying that's where I'm anticipating price to get back into. I want to see the Dixie get back up into 102. It's currently what I'm looking at on Dixie. So I want to see Dixie move up to move down to then move up again. So obviously if Dixie goes up, you'd anticipate the indexes to go down. With the right context. So yeah, so classic external to internal range. External, internal range. So this is what I was talking about previously, exactly the same thing. External, internal. And just using X levels to do that. Alright, tilt suit, mitigated range, boom, M5, internal. So the same up in here, it's now a case of sweep, external, internal, internal, back down into that M5 low. I'm anticipating this to break, but I'd want to see it take out that doji. So if you remembered earlier, I said I didn't want to see it go through this SIBI on the hourly before it takes this low out. So I'm basically bearish until price breaks through this high. So it's whatever comes first. Like I'm bearish. If we break through this, I'll stop being bearish to get down to take out this low. So up inside of here, this old low inside of this SIBI, your higher time frame point of interest. Just mindful that all these highs here are inside of the 262s on the hourly. Which is more often than not just liquidity. So if we break through this H1 to M5, we're working down towards 19.3. That would be my objective for today. Which would be to mitigate this unmitigated range on that hourly, which is all the way back down here, so 309. So the last bastion really for a pullback on longs is this H1 to M5. I just realised I've got a copy trade account that's still running. Didn't close my position. So I'm just gonna keep this account running until 36. So I've got one account that's still live. It didn't flatten it. So that's one. So in at 507.75 down to 471.75. And the other one I'm just holding her on it. You would not want to pile in aggressively short here with that doji. If you're not in it, you just got to sit still. So you've got ES that's now taken through 26. So it's almost sort of God-given for me that ES is going to NQ is going to drive out these lows. You see how ES is now taking out this low. So you've now got a double divergence on the low. High probability NQ is going to go and drive out this low now. Just want to be mindful of the open and this doji. But you've got an inverted fair value gap in here. So the only reason why I don't like a short inside this the very low of that inverted fair value gas because it's the whole cycle number of 19.5. If it wasn't the whole cycle of 19.5, I'd look at it differently. So I've just got this one contract that's still running, still looking to take out this low. That's why, and this is, you know, this is exactly why I was saying you want to be careful here, right? So this is the use of X levels. Just basically coming back down to an M5. So if you were bullish, you'd be looking to frame longs off out of that. Breaking the one back down to a 5 discount. So for me, ES is just tip the market's hand to you, which way the market's likely to go. Yes. So there's that doji taken out, right? I was talking about. So out of your M5, taking out the doji, if you are bullish.
lesson to learn.
I see how this inverted fair value gap see if it holds. This inverted fair value gap over here. Make sure you pay yourself. Take your 10. It's taking out those lows, brother free. So you got a triple divergence on these lows. So if you took the inverted fair value gap short, make sure you paid yourself. It's left relative equal highs up on the high. Just take your 10. There's 15 handles there. Coming into the open, volatility. Still looking for it to draw down into this H1 to M5. Taking off fucking contracts. Anybody take the inverted fair value gap short? Not an ideal entry, but essentially mitigation on the one. So make sure you paid yourself. Just holding runners to take out this low. So I'm just going to close. So I just took it on another contract. So on this account, so in at 19,508 inside that inverted fair value gap, there's your suit down to 85, right? Little 20 odd point scalp back down into this discount on the one. So I've still got I've still got the contract running on the other account, just looking to get it down into here. So it's an H1 to M5 model. Just basically looking to take out this this hourly low. ES has cleared out these lows. Be mindful you got news at 10. So if you've not already paid yourself, you wanted to pay yourself. The reason why I cancelled it, I closed it on one contract, one account, is because we're back inside the discount on the one, right? So the way that I trade with X levels is I'm paying myself inside of the discount, and then I'm holding to get back down into my higher time frame X levels, right? Which is essentially in the same place. So this is a high probability place to pay yourself, because you can get offset accumulation, or you can get a full blown kick off the open, right? It is the open. So this is why you want to pay yourself inside of here, and now you're holding runners to take out the low. So now it doesn't matter because you're paid, right? So the way that we trade with hyper aggressive entry, I was up here, my original contract's in up here. If you're parlaying in on the inverted fair value gap, paying yourself inside of a discount on the X levels, holding runners to get down into a deeper discount for your ultimate draw, which for me is to come and mitigate this break of structure and get into the H1 to M5, which is down at 28. So I basically got one contract left that is held to come take out this low. Still holding. Just want to get back into this 5 minute busy. There you go. There you go, you're welcome. Did you print or did you print? Did you print or did you print? Did we have to stay patient or did we have to stay patient? One coin, one account, another account. Who managed to get in? Anybody managed to find their entry? And there's our H1 to M5 model. So if you bounced it, you bounced it. Fair play. If you are in this, if you were taking this long, you'd pay yourself inside of here. You're holding runners to clear out this high now, right? So it's fulfilled that objective. If price is super heavy, it's going to melt through this low. However, if you're bullish to come and ride out this high, you'd be going long out of here. Super high risk. Okay, so the next, so the fact we've gone through here, your next point of call. If you're holding runners, you'll be going down to 300, right? If we break this, we're going down to 300. But we're clearing out these lows. We're going to go and mitigate this range on the hourly. Printed Smurf, thanks X, you're welcome. It's what we do, Bilbo Bags. It's what we do, Bilbo Baggins stream. If you want to learn how to trade, this is what I do. The very highs. So you want to be super careful now, guys. You want to be super careful trying to bounce this long. Chances are we're moving down to come clear out these lows now. So there's no chance I'm chasing price. I don't have any contracts to hold runners, but these are the objectives now. All right, these are next to go. I don't want to bounce this. It's too sketch. We've also spent a lot of time accumulating, manipulated. Now it's distribution. If I was going to play it the other way, I would have wanted to see the accumulation, manipulation to then distribute. We've done the opposite. We've accumulated, manipulated for distribution. So you want to be super careful about trying to play longs out here, right? You want it to be short, playing these lows. So this is one to journal because it's a sketchy day, right? But old low inside of a SIBI is classic support and resistance. Look for your TS entry, Bosch, and see confluence with X levels. We did not close above this our M5 DR, so we did not have a breaker structure for bullish price action. This was all bearish. Okay, this was just scabby, just trapping retail in to believing the market was moving higher, right? So I was mentioning to you, this is just engineering liquidity, but you had to be careful because essentially what we were doing is we were building liquidity inside of the 62s, which is sketch, right? So total suit entry, Bosch, there you go. Breaker structure, back to your 5-minute discount, pay yourself. If you're in on the suit, on the total suit entry, pay yourself, which is what we did. Pile it inside the inverted fair value gap if you want to go and drive for your ultimate target. If you're holding runners, you're going for 19,300. You're coming to clear out these lows. Do not bounce this price. It's coming to clear out these lows to kind of mitigate this range. I don't have any contracts, so I'm not going to chase it. I don't have anything left. Good stuff, Ains. Well done, mate. Anybody else print this morning? Who else we got who's print skins? Moo! So I'm not interested now until we break 300, basically, is what I'm saying to you. I ain't interested until we break these lows. And I ain't chasing price either, so. It's not the conditions for it. You got the potential for an M5 continuation model, but oh, fuck it. Let's see where we're at going into news. So don't forget you got news at 10. Oh, what am I doing? Here we go. So you got Mr. ISM at 10. So be mindful of that. But ultimately, these are now the draw. You're not going to bounce price until they go. If you bounce before that, you're going to get butchered. It might be. So a quick look at ES, see where ES has gone. Right, so the first divo we've got is all the way down at this 365. 365. And then 306. What's 306? Yeah, 306. So, as I was mentioning this morning, in case of SMT tag, right? You wait for one to go to play the other. So we were trading in the middle of the our tag. So I'm looking for it to come draw down and clear out the low. Alright, so I'm not going to look at anything unless we get below 300, which would clear out that low and mitigate this range, which is down at 300. So higher time frame point of interest, I mean, it really is just mitigation. Back inside this volume imbalance on the daily. Do we have a gap down there? Yeah, we've got a gap. What's Dixie done off the open? Yeah, so you want to be careful now. You just want to wait for ISM. Be very careful bouncing, guys. Be very, very careful bouncing. This is 5-5. 2-5. So we had, who do we have? Bagged and tagged, printed, Smurfo, good stuff, Smurf. Ainsley, done for the open. Yes, sir. Steve-O, moo, good stuff, Steve. Anybody else print this morning, or was that the crew? Is that everybody? Yes, sir. Good stuff, Andy. What up, mate? So there's your first objective gone, right? So again, same principle. You're not doing shit. If you're not in this short still, boo boo. Right? This is where you just have to watch, cry, and just appreciate that you don't have the contracts to sit in the trade. All right? Learn to scale out, not jump and force trades. I know where price is going, but I don't have the contracts to do it. I don't have the contracts to get down there, so I'm not going to force it. It's as simple as that. If I had the contracts, I'd trade it, but I don't have the contracts. As simple as that. It is as simple as that. So that's objective 1 gone. Get a pullback from here. Go back up into the H1 to M5 from here. I'm not trading it though. Sitting patient. Yeah, I mean, if you're in up here and you're holding runners, that's absolutely fine. If you're going for 300, good on you. Go for it. But yeah, absolutely. If you're jumping in here, you're chasing. Guys, if you've bagged with me on stream today, or you even like the stream, consider smashing a like and a subscribe. So close to 1,500 now, it's unbelievable. Oh my god! Can you believe it? What are we on now? What are we on, crew? 1,488. Oh, come on, let's get some. Let's get to the 1,500. What is that, 12 away? 12. So that's what I was talking about. So one of those guys likely to get a pullback here, right? I mean, you can fucking read this shit. It's predictable at times. So H175. So you had to stay super patient, super patient. Finally get the move. Now we have a breaker structure. Now we have a breaker structure. So look at the 15. Ugh. Me not like it, that 15. So look at EF. ES take out that double low. No, not yet. Bum 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 bum. Retail slaughterhouse. Retail slaughterhouse. So beautiful trades this morning, guys. Good stuff. If you caught it, this is what we do, baby. So nice little 50 odd points, whatever it was, on NQ. Lovely stuff. So only one contract, right? 9-1 down to 40. So a little 50-point trade. It's the kind of trade that I'm looking for. Z. And then also had it on some micros running in the background. Where's my micros? Where's my micros account? So yeah, 08 down to 85. 07 down to 71. Where's the one I held? Oh, there it is. 07 down to 38. So yeah, just let's have patient. If we get an H1 to M5 model, I'll consider it around ISM if we get up there, but not chasing anything. Should we do a quick poll? Let's see who's baggoed. Wait, nope. I just realised we're a bit baggoed. No one knows what I'm talking about. Alright, so a little census. Brother Free, does that make sense? Did that make sense as to why I was bearish, bro? If you're here, Brother Free. Good stuff, mate. Did you capture the trade, Brother Free? Were you in it? Were you on that bus? If you were looking for mitigation on that low, you were unlucky. Trez unlucky. Bom, 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 bom. So that's my one and done day today done. If it's gonna be, if I'm gonna re-enter, it's got to be highly probable, and it's not. So. But my God, did we have to stay patient for that? Sheesh. Sheesh. Appreciate you for those who have smashed a like. Means a lot. Jeez, ES, get some. So ES is taking out those lows now. Okay, now. Hellfire. Swings and roundabouts. Yeah, you might want to, if that happens to you, NC, you might just want to cut them, bro. Just count yourself lucky. The chances are you're gonna get theta killed, mate, if you want my honest advice. So I don't know when they expire, but who traded mitigation? I just missed it. Oof, blood. That's why you don't bounce. Yes, on absolute melt skis. Didn't even get an H1 to M5. That is heavy. What does that mean if you don't get an H1 to M5? Red pillars. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm with you. So you don't want to do shizness until at least 300 is tagged. Share with me. Crying inside. I didn't have enough contracts.
Dude.
Yeah. So you got ISM in Una Memento. Still looking for 300 to go. 400 should go here. Too close to ISM though. There you go. Inside SMT tag at the moment, red pillars. Sit still. I'll be extremely careful trying to bounce this. The only thing that's left the door open for a long is this this 5 minute simmy. That's the only thing that's left the door open for a long to come get rebalance this, but this can also be a breakaway gap. So it's got to be careful, especially when price is super heavy. It's also still not taking out this low. Down at 300. Wouldn't be doing anything until it took 300. Will not be doing anything until it takes out 300. This is all just trapping retail long at the minute. I don't even particularly want to bounce 300 either because it's a whole site number. But if you are going to get a pullback, you're going to get a pullback on a sweep of 300. Time is it now? 10:12. See where we're at 10:30. This is not the macros try and run the highs. Basically, I'd be short bias until 10:30 or 300's taken. Unlucky for those who didn't get on the short. Golden oil falling through the floor. Yeah, Dixie flat. Alright, so now you're taking out that low. So now it's open for a pullback. However, it's incredibly bearish at the minute. So if you are holding your shorts, this is where you'd probably want to terminate. If you had any shorts left. Let's have a quick look at this. Alright, so if you went long, pay yourself. I'm still not in a long, by the way. I'm still flat. So just my short trade at the moment. Short from this very high up at 208 down to 40. Didn't have enough contracts to get down here. This is exactly where I wanted to take it, right? Let's take out 300. So the objectives from this morning have now been fulfilled, right? That we were talking about. So this objective's gone, this objective's gone. So bish, bash, bosh. So if we're going to get a pullback, this is where you'll get a pullback from, if we are going to get a pullback. So if you've got profits to play with, it's different. If you bag this more, if you didn't bag on this morning short, you want to be very, very careful. I'm just waiting for 10:30. See where we're at 10:30. Sort of no man's land on the daily at the minute. I'm going to try a little long here. So I've gone long here, looking for 36, 336. Taking one off here. So it's holding a runner for 336. Stops below this low on my runner. Whole site number, never pretty. Never pretty. Make sure you pay yourself, guys. Make sure you pay yourself. a macro. So make sure you're paying yourself en route. I'm just looking for 36. Oi! What's up, Squiglet? Why'd you have to smash that on the floor, man? You wee bastard! Yeah, you better run off, punk. Anybody in this long with me? Anybody in this long? Yes, good stuff, Al. So I'm just looking at this little volume bounce. Boom. I'm out, guys. I'm TP'd. Yeet skis. Anybody in that? Who printed? Did we print or did we print? There we go, ladies and gents. That's what we do. That's what we do. 295, 213, 234. We've got our targets. So 50 points on the way down, 40 on the way up. What more do you want? What more do you want? What more do you want, ladies? Are you not entertained? Good stuff, Al. Well done, mate. Anybody else in that long? There's your target, 36. If you're holding runners beyond here, be my guest. Again, I don't have the runners to hold beyond here. I don't have the connies for it. It's not what I'm looking for today. Remember what I said when I started the day? Liquidity pools. That's what I'm interested in. Liquidity pools. Nice! Oh, look who's walked in from the gold. The old Debster. Tim Massey. Hey X. In your Discord, what time do you generally start trading? I know you are across the pond. So I normally hop on around 4 AM, bro, which is, and that's New York time. So I usually come on about here. I always do my pre-analysis in this window, so I always do like my daily plans, my daily analysis in here. So if it's like A+, and it's like, let's go baby, I'm on at 4. This is where I'm in. And then I trade through. I take a break in here. This is when I have my breakfast, or if I've already fulfilled my objective, I take a break. And then I come back going into the start of the New York AM session. Then I trade this, and then if I've taken my trade during here, I take a break. So I'm almost about to go on break. Take a break in here. And if I've fulfilled my goals, then I don't need to trade the PM session. But if I've still not fulfilled my goals, then I'll trade the PM session, and I'll come back after lunch. So those are my windows when I trade. Chow with me. But absolutely slayed today. Shorted the high. We shorted up here. The little suitsies, the little scootskis. Traded down to our low. Didn't have enough contracts to get down to 300. That's how I eat. That's the way the cookie crumbles. And then just bounced the long. Bounced the lows for a little scalpage. Little 40-point scalp. What's up? Did you take the long, Debbie? So to answer your question, Tim, pretty much all day, mate. You did. Get some. It's what you want. It's what happens on the Bilbo bag stream. We bag. So if you're new to the stream, guys, and you have bagged with me today, wouldn't it be nice if you smashed a sub? How many have we got to get to 1,500? Jeez Louise. What are we on now? What, 11 or 12? 11 to go. Come on, guys. I'm tweaking. Watched that short. Watched. That's what happens when you get on stream late, Debbie. You missed the source. Talk about that for an exit. Jeez, get some. So that's the bounce off the low, right? Turtle Suit Trader, boom. Thank you very much. X levels. Paid. Runner. To get back into, we had a little M5 volumer. Right up in here. So those are my entries, ladies and gents. That's my entry. That's my scale. That's my scale. Get some. Do you see any secondary entries in there? Hell no. Hell no, you don't. There are no secondary entries in there. No siree. Blood, baby. God. Jesus, what a beautiful little bounce trade that was. Beautiful. Beautiful! NDX is just taking its divergence, by the way, guys. Remember the Nasdaq divergence we've been hunting or talking about? Get off. There you go. Nasdaq divergence cleared on the NDX. Do I have another point of interest? Not really. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me today, guys. I hope you caught the short with me or not, the little bounce on the long. So you've had a number of little trades with me today. So that's gonna wrap up my morning. My goals are boxed, right? So I don't need to overtrade. It's fulfilled my objectives for me. If it wants to keep carving, good for it, right? I don't need to be involved with that. And if you are going to keep chasing in shorts here, you are doing exactly that. You are chasing. And I don't chase. I'm in at the very high or the very low. Otherwise, I ain't bothered. All right? I want to be in with the institutions. Not with Retail Rick, who's chasing price. Hell no. All right? So if you're Retail Rick, enjoy yourself. But I'm going to get a little bit of sun. I'm going to go for a run. And then I'm going to go to the gym, pump some weight, eat some good food, chill out for a bit, and then see where we are in the PM session. All right, guys, so good stuff today. I hope you understood my bias for the short, my context, my reasons as to why, and you got in sync with it. All right, but if you want my advice, you want to sit still, you don't want to do diddly squat, you want to do jack shit. Jackety shittity. Jackety shittity, all right? If you didn't take a trade today, or you missed this trade, you missed this bounce, trust me when I say you do not want to be trading right now. You're just going to fuck yourself up. And then you're going to be even doubly angry. Because you didn't get in here, now you're going to start chopping yourself up. Right? If you didn't get in, go take a shit. Come back in the PM session, see where we are, see if there's anything that's A+. Right now, you are trying to bounce a buy program, a sell program. Fucking high risk. Right? This little opportunistic scalp was exactly that, an opportunistic scalp. Alright? So go do something else, guys. Go have some good food, go get some sun, and come back in the PM. Alright, guys, take it easy, have good ones, enjoy the rest of your days. Abosh.